going on YouTube? Gyvi World here. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Now today I got a different kind of video once again. But guys, I'm going to have to pause the video really quickly before we even jump into it. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and throughout the entire video, I'm going to be making different points on how I feel on the situation, and throughout, I want you guys to leave comments down below. Let me know how you guys feel. Let me know if you guys think I'm incorrect on certain things, or if you agree with some of the opinions I have. Again, these are all opinions on how I feel as someone who's part of this community. But anyways, you guys already see it. The title of the video is probably something along the lines of, is MLB The Show pay to play? And that's a question that I think a lot of us really have, and a lot of people say yes and a lot of people say no for different reasons, so that's what we're here to discuss. I've been playing MLB The Show, the show since 2006. I'm playing Diamond Dynasty since MLB 15 was when I got serious on Diamond Dynasty. And every year there's more cards added to the game, more content, which is absolutely great. I think Steven, the show tips, has done a phenomenal job adding a lot of new content into the game, and it's getting better year by year. But for the most part, most of these cards are cards that need stubs. So the question is, how do you get stubs? Now, I feel like every time I play a game, I get roughly about 100 stubs a game. I don't know if you know this, but 100 stubs doesn't really go a long way. Most of these cards, you know, let's say 200 stubs. Most of these cards, most of these good cards, 100,000 stubs, 90,000 stubs, 145,000 stubs. And of course, these are for the people who take the game very seriously, or so they say, but some people are on the edge of, hey, I paid $60 for a game, I should be able to enjoy all the content that everyone else is. So what are your alternatives for making stubs? Now, there's various alternatives. There is Battle Royale, in which you can draft a team by paying a fee of 1,500 stubs. At the end, you do get all the rewards you get for that Battle Royale run, and at the bare least, you get a $1,000 pack. Now, we're not even going to discuss packs because I'm going to save that for another video, because let's not even get into that. But now, if you were to go 12-1, you would get 1 diamond. And if you go 12-0, you would get 2 diamonds, and you do get a gold for 9 wins, silver for 6 wins, and a bronze for 3 wins. So if you go 12-0, you can attain one of these, and one of those is Ichiro Suzuki. So you have a 1 in 5 chance, if you go 12-0, of getting Ichiro Suzuki. Now, is going 12-0 entirely easy? Absolutely not. It is very difficult, and I'd say maybe 10% of the community. I think I'd be stretching it if I said 10% of the community attain their stubs by playing Battle Royale, because you have to be very good to play Battle Royale, because this is where the best players are trying to make their stubs. So already, at least, I think, I don't have actual statistics, but I think I'm not stretching when I say at least 90% of the community is not sinking as much time into Battle Royale, because truth be told, going 12-0 is not easy. So, okay, let's leave this for the elite. We move on. We have events. Events now, pretty much the same thing. At 12 wins, you do get a diamond. A cumulative reward of 25 wins usually gets you a diamond reward, or sometimes it's 35 wins, sometimes it's 40. Sometimes these are 6-inning games and not 3-inning games, such as this reward. It's 6-inning games, and it seems that events are a little bit easier. The only thing with events is they're not as consistent. You can jump into Battle Royale at any given time and try to go 12-0. In events, they are there for a couple weeks. Ends May 14. We may not see another one for maybe a week or 2. We won't see another event. And the thing with this is that for those who grind for stubs, they'll do this over and over, and they'll get their 12-win rewards, and then they'll throw Wade Boggs up, and suddenly Wade Boggs is now worth a total of 30,000 stubs. So that it saturates the market, and really there's not nearly as much incentive to win 25 games for 30,000 stubs. Now, the last mode we have, we do also have ranked season. Now, this is where I normally stay. It's 9-inning games. This is where I try to get my content, and this is where I play. I play for an entire month, and at the end of the month, if I make World Series, which is towards the end, it becomes a little bit competitive. But again, the rank system in this, another thing I'm going to save for another video, because we can discuss that forever. But you get to 900 plus, and you get yourself an 85 to 89 diamond, which could potentially be a very good diamond, and it could also be a bust for about 10,000 stubs. And you get a Darren Erstad, which after about 20 minutes will probably be worth 30 to 40,000 stubs. As we remember, in the last season, we had Robinson Cano, and he is now 50,000 stubs, which isn't terrible, but it's not great. Now, why do I say 50,000 stubs is not terrible and it's not great? Because I currently have 42,000 stubs, and I had I believe I sunk in a total of $200, which got me 300,000 subs. So it's the team I have, plus a little bit left over. Plus I've been grinding the game a lot, so the 100 subs here, 1,000 subs there for completing this mission, 500 here. That's basically where my stubs come from. So the truth of the matter is, we all want to collect all the live series diamonds so that we can get rewarded with a bunch of other cards that are hidden behind what some people call paywalls. So all the diamonds, of course, diamonds were lowered to 85 overall this year. So between 85 and 99 overall, all of the diamonds, I believe it's going to run you somewhere around $2,000 worth of stubs, probably a little bit more, to get all these diamonds. It's about 3 million stubs. I got $200, which was 300,000 stubs. And this, you know what, really quickly, let's take a look at the team I have. This is the team I have. Here are the live series diamonds I've purchased. Let's go through all my cards and look at all the live series diamonds I've purchased. Remember, I had 300,000 stubs. I have 0 live series diamonds. There are all my diamonds. This is where they are. I have 0 live series diamonds. And you might be asking yourself, there's no way you spend $300,000, or excuse me, 300,000 stubs or $200 on a bunch of gold players. I've completed a couple collections, and I have some gold players. Okay, Didi Gregorius, there's 10,000 of my stubs. Where's the other 290,000 stubs, plus what I've made from Battle Royale and other modes? We all know I don't open that many packs. So you say to yourself, where are my stubs? Where actually are the Gary Sanchez? There's another 20 to 30,000 stubs. Okay, so maybe 50,000 probably at the most my team is worth. Where are my stubs? Oh, wait, that's right. They're right in here. Here's where all my stubs are. Here's where all my stubs have gone. Now, this screen, I honest to God, despise this program screen. I am not particularly happy, and the more I think about it, the more upset I get. So let's start with where most of us began. Conquest, no big deal. This is the actual free-to-play mode. This is the only free, I believe. Conquer. This is the only free mode in the game. After that, what do we got? We got catcher. Okay, we got a catcher, exchange athletic jersey, exchange athletic hat, exchange catcher. Okay, so we got 3 of these, then all these, pretty much all the same, all these. Man, this is really starting to seem like it's just purely taxes. And that's pretty much exactly what this is. You complete all of those to then get some career arcs done. Then you have more exchange. Exchange left fielders, exchange jersey, exchange hats. Then once you do that, for Williams, then you can move on to the Immortals. So then you can exchange more stuff. Let's see, exchange outfielders. That one is a very heavy toll, 85,000. But these are some of the best cards in the game, of course. But let's take one for example, Gary Carter here. Gary Carter here is exchange catchers, and it's a total of 35,000. And let's say at the cheapest, Juan Graterol, 100 value. That's a total of 350 catchers. I believe, let's say at an average of 50 stubs a piece, that's 17,500 stubs just to finish this exchange for Gary Carter. And then it's the same thing for jerseys, the same thing for hats, and so on and so forth for every single one of these, and for everyone. Pretty much every single one of these cards is it's like 50,000 stubs. Don't even get me started on the Immortals. So for me to even use this card, it becomes a little bit hefty, and this is where all my stubs gone. Now, Williams was for me, and I'm just going to touch on this briefly because again, this is another video I'm working on as well. Williams for me, when I first received this card, played out of his absolute mind. 105 contact, and then I said, you know what, maybe the 60,000 stubs, 60 to 70,000 subs, whatever it was I spent on this Billy Williams, maybe it wasn't terrible. 105, 87, 90, 64, 96. Now my batting average has dropped from like 340 to 292, and suddenly I don't even want him in my starting lineup because one, bronze fielding, let's not even get into fielding. And the diamond hitting, it's just not feeling like it was before. So, but that's neither here nor there. But anyways, it's taxes, it's hats, it's jerseys, it's bobbleheads. It's a whole bunch of stuff that you have to collect just to use these cards. like, for instance, I feel like I've bought 500 of the just the Tigers hats. I feel like I've bought 500 of those, and it's like 25 to 30, it's like 30,000 subs just for that alone. And it's the same thing with grinding this. After putting in a ton of hours, getting 600 plate appearances, at 30, let's say at the least, let me do some math. Let's say if you were only able to manage, let's say 50 plate appearances per game, that's 12 9-inning games. And in 9-inning games, let's say it takes you 30 minutes, that's about 6 hours. That's about 6 hours it's going to take you just to complete all those plate appearances. You need all these innings. But then on top of that, you need exchange, baseball autographs, bobbleheads, and then pretty much the entire team that you've collected, you have to trade it in as well. So basically all the stubs that you spent, you have to trade them in, except for maybe you can hold on to a gold and buy, 10 Jose Iglesias, and hope that that's enough to get you to 28,000. So it's literally, you're being taxed everywhere, but there are some things I have to agree with. I personally believe that there's really two ways. There's multiple ways to do it. But the first and most important thing that I believe is, I don't believe that there should be a single card in the game that is non-sellable. That is absolutely ridiculous. Every single card in the game, the whole NAT, Madden, don't get me started, the whole NAT, the whole non-auctionable, non-tradable, that has got to go away from all these games. Every card that can be attained by grinding, that can be attained by packs, that can be attained by via a reward, every card should be able to be thrown back into the ecosystem, should be able to be thrown back into a market where if you don't want to use this card, you should be able to profit from it. That you're putting either time or money into the game. That is how it should work. If I spent hours playing for Babe Ruth, and for whatever reason, he doesn't play at 125 everything max for me, and I don't want this card, and someone with a credit card wants to buy Babe Ruth, by all means. Now, for me, do I agree with the whole, that it should be this much money? Not gonna get into that either. But I believe that there's two ends of the spectrum with this. For instance, let's say for instance me, I'm not really on either side. But let's say for me, if I am someone, let's say I'm little Timmy, and I just hop on the game and I just want to grind the game hours on end, whether it's playing the CPU, playing Battle Royale, playing events, playing head-to-head, just playing the game for hours on end, I should be able to get rewarded, even if it's 40 hours sunk in to get a Babe Ruth, the best card in the game. And remember Star Wars, they were very upset that it was like 40 hours to get, who was it? Darth Vader. It was like 40 hours to get Darth Vader. Do you think you can get Babe Ruth for grinding 40 hours? Absolutely not. So let's say Timmy spent 40 hours grinding this game, or you can look at it the other way. You have Jim, who goes to work and he works 40 hours a week, and he doesn't have time to grind the game for 40 hours, 40 hours a week. He doesn't have the time for that. So what does he do? He swipes his hard-earned money and he buys his players. I'm perfectly fine with that if this is the model we're going to agree with. I have no problem with that. But you can't be hiding certain cards behind paywalls. If I spend $60 on the game and I want to use Babe Ruth, I should be able to have a way to attain Babe Ruth without spending any more money in the game, even if it takes me hundreds of hours to get Babe Ruth. There should be a way to do that, but unfortunately there isn't, because you have to exchange 65,000 value worth of starting pitcher. You have to exchange 85,000 value worth of outfield. You have to exchange 15,000 worth of jerseys, and that is a lot. Hat is another 5,000. When a bronze hat is what, 30 value? And then you have to finish 5 Team Epic programs for a bonus. Okay, you get 5% there, but it's just so much that you have to do just to grind these cards. So do I think that MLB The Show has become a paid to win game? Absolutely. Absolutely. If two players have the same level of ability, but one has cards with 125 everything max, the other one has everything with 75 max, and they have same ability, who has the edge? The guy who paid in one way or another, because you are not going to get these cards in this game. You are not going to get them without purchasing stubs or having stubs somehow. And getting stubs the old-fashioned way is only, I'm going to say, for the 5% of the guys who are just absolutely dominant. And I think everyone deserves a chance to use Babe Ruth in Diamond Dynasty. Don't tell me that he's in franchise. Everyone deserves to go online and play with these cards and use them. But anyways, guys, that's just my thoughts and how I feel about the stuff. I do have a lot more stuff that I want to say, but I think I'm going to cut the video off short there. If you guys agree with me, disagree with me, let me know down in the comment section below, and just tell me how you feel, and I'll see you guys down in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, as always, smash the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
I sip the Dom P, watching Gandhi.